Hello, Jen here with my layout for October's Craft IQ challenge. Here are the layers. You can see me kind of going through and getting them all ready. So the first layer is to use Jacqie Crafty's sketch for the month of October, which is day 20 in the 30 Days of Sketches series. I showed you the sketch at the beginning. So yeah, that's Jacqie's sketch. So perfect that we were able to use that as part of the challenge. The second layer is puffy stickers. So I pulled out a few different puffy stickers. I didn't know what I was scrapping at this point, but I knew it would probably be fall. So that's what I kind of was leaning towards. Number 3 is to use circles. So again, I kind of thought pumpkins are circles, so we'll go with that, but I also pulled out some sequins. Layer number 4 is pops of yellow. So in those fall papers, those are from Echo Park, there are pops of yellow in the leaves and the pumpkins and in that plaid. So that's what I went with. Then number 5 was a little bit tough. It was to add a metal element or a metal item, and I do have some of the Halloween metal phrases that I get at Dollar Tree, but I think they're actually stashed away right now with all of my crafty stuff, and so I didn't want to go and find them. I've been trying to pull them out and kind of tuck them in with my scrapbooking stuff instead of my craft stuff every time I come across them, but I haven't done that with Halloween stuff yet. So I found some metal brads. Those work perfectly anytime you're looking for a little element of metal. If I can't find something else, I always go to the brads. So I have these little kind of sparkly ones, and they're from a Halloween collection, so that worked out well. They're in with my Halloween stuff. So that was number 6, and then that was number 5. Number 7 was clear stickers. So that also took me a second, but then I remembered that I have those little dots that are clear stickers, and those were in the Chamel big sticker book that I have. So I found those. I had already pulled those out, like right out of the sticker book. So I just grabbed that page. Those are clear stickers. They count. I'm going to say that they count. They might be little, but that's actually what they are, so it works. And then the last one was to ink edges. So when I get to actually putting my papers together, I will pull out some ink and ink my edges. So not too bad of a start. I was able to find everything that I needed. Sometimes, depending on what the first couple of layers are in the challenge, I might go ahead and start putting the layout together, but the first few layers here didn't really for me anyways, didn't really spark anything that I could go ahead and kind of get prepped. So I just waited until I had all of the layers and kind of brought them all together, and then decided what I was going to do as far as creating the page. So if you haven't checked out what the Craft IQ challenge is, let me explain to you what that is quickly in case you're wondering what I'm talking about with layers and all this stuff. So over on the Craft IQ Facebook page, I'll leave the link down below. Jacqie has a challenge every month. So she starts on the first of the month, and for the first week of the month, every day she unveils a new layer in the challenge. So you have 7 layers, and then you have a twist. And actually, I forgot to tell you what the twist is here, but the twist was to take whatever metal element it is that you've chosen and put it on string. So kind of an interesting twist because it's a component that you already have, and you just have to find a different way of using it, which might genuinely be a twist for you if you already had an idea of how you wanted to get that metal element onto your layout. You may have to adjust things and rethink things. So basically you get all 7 layers, and then about a week later, Jacqie will actually do a live, and she will put her layout together. Oh my gosh, did you see what just happened? This ink pad, which I actually love for inking edges, following one of my layers, but I like that little one because it's got the right shape to it, but the whole pad came off and it left a black smudge on my white paper. So I was a little annoyed with myself. But anyways, when Jacqie does her live, she will put her layout together, and then that's when she also reveals what the twist is. So it's great to be part of the Facebook page, because then you know when the live is coming and you can kind of tune in and see what that twist is going to be. And that's also where you can go ahead and share your layout once you've finished the challenge. So essentially you get those 7 layers and you get that twist, and then you get to go and put a layout together. So sometimes, depending on what the first couple of layers are, I might actually go day by day. So day 1, start creating a layout with whatever layer 1 is. Day 2, add the next layer. Day 3, add the next. Sometimes the layers like this one, day 1 was the sketch. I guess I could have just gone and put a whole layout together using the sketch, but that's almost too open-ended for me. So for this particular month, it was a lot easier to just get all of the components together day by day. And then once everything was there and I knew what all the layers were, to go ahead and create the layout. So you can do it in whichever way works best for you. And then on the 20th, everyone who wants to can go ahead and create their video and share their video, and then there's a hop. So links to that are down below as well. Please go check it out. And if you want to play along, absolutely do. Be sure to put your creations in the Facebook page so everybody can see how you completed the challenge. There's an album for all of the challenges, so you can even go back and take a look at previous challenges and play along and just have fun. You will always make a really cool, unique layout by following along with those. And then Jacqie's sketch is also day 20's sketch for 30 days of sketches. So you can definitely play along with that as well. The links are down below. It's a mega playlist, so it's really easy. You click on it and you can just follow through with all the videos. Because it's listed, if you're trying to look for someone specific, it's pretty easy to go through that list and just find the people that you're looking for, or let it play and you'll be able to see everything from day 1 right through to day 31, which you definitely don't want to miss. I have insider information that it's a pretty good sketch. I may be biased because it's my sketch, but definitely you don't want to miss it. And the Facebook page link will also be down below so that you can play along. And if you want to post any of your layouts, you're welcome to go to the public group and do that. So let me tell you what I'm doing with this and how I'm kind of completing all of the challenges in my layers. So I started with those little acrylic paint sprays, and that's kind of how I did that drippy portion or that streaky portion that's in the sketch. I used yellow and orange. Yellow again because it was part of the layers, so I figured if for whatever reason I don't get a pop of yellow anywhere else, at least I have it in the paint. And I love how that turned out. The acrylic little spray paints are so easy to use, and for only $1.50 for 2 of them, I think that's a really good bargain. So I've been having lots of fun with them, and I sprayed them and they kind of came out as globs. I held them really close to the paper, and then I used a little water bottle and let them drip. And I did use my paintbrush and a little bit of watercolor to add some red just to darken some of the orange and some of the yellow and get different shades and kind of different widths to the streaks. But I love how that turned out. And then while that was drying, I ripped up my paper strips. Those all come from my How to Kill a Kit with Style kit. I added 4 strips instead of 3, but I think because of the way that my pictures were, I just felt like I needed to add an extra layer there. And I'm using 5 little 1x1 squares or I guess they're 1.5 by 1.5 squares of pumpkins. So that kind of is my circular element, but I did sneak a few extra circles in there by picking a paper that has little orange glitter circles on it. That's behind my little ghost paper. Those also came from my How to Kill a Kit with Style kit, and they're just like little layering elements and like paper mats to go behind your photos. And I did mat them up so that there was a bit more interest to that, because I didn't think that I was going to have the right kind of alphas to make a really big title. So there's some circular elements in there. That's also where my puffy stickers are. I have little jack-o'-lantern puffy stickers and little heart puffy stickers from Dear Lizzie. And then this puffy sticker from Dollar Tree, it's also a circle. So that's kind of an extra circle, and it looks metallic, so I figured that kind of counts for my metal element. But I did add those brads, which are also metal, and I got them onto a string. I tied them onto the string, poked my holes through, and they're kind of holding the string down on that left hand side of the layout. I blanked out there for a second, sorry. I added some sequins, which is more circles. I inked all of my edges. And yeah, I think that's it. That's all of my elements that I got onto this layout. So I would have to say that this was a successful challenge, and I really enjoyed it. I really loved kind of putting this all together. I literally had no idea what I was going to do at the beginning of the month. And then as I kind of pulled the elements together, an idea kind of sprang to mind, and this is what I got from it. And I think it's such a cool and different layout. So if you have any questions, let me know down below. I know I was talking a lot about the challenge itself and not so much about my layout. So if I skipped over something, let me know down below. And thank you so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it. Click that subscribe button if you haven't already. I would also really appreciate that. And until next time, happy scrapping. Bye.
Bye. Thanks to me. What about the channel?